Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 180 yards.
And here we are with the third shot. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Yeah, we'll take that. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
Let's check in with our man on the ground, John McCarthy, for our course report. John, what will Foxhole Golf Links be serving the players this week?
Well, Luke, I think Foxhole Golf Links is going to be serving up some birdies, maybe a side of eagle. The course really is right in front of these players, and what you see is what you get. Not a whole lot of tricks to it, so I think people are going to be firing at these flags all week, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy that. Hopefully the folks at home will as well.
And if this can go down, he'll save par.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. Currently 1 under for the day. Teeing off here at the 4th. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Already with multiple victories this season. Oh, that was pure.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
And this putt to move them into a tie for second. Ooh, right by the hole. Always nice to hold those for birdie. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Here we are at the 5th hole of Foxhole Golf Links. 424 par 4 from the tips.
And only the really long players in the game are going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side. The shorter players are going to have to hit it out to the left-hand side with maybe not quite a driver, but from there, it's really just a flick of a second shot as this hole is just 424 yards. I'm thinking that every player is looking at this as a birdie opportunity.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some. This for a birdie run. Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Oh, well played. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
He's currently sitting in 3rd. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4. Well struck. Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. he is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
Sitting at 3 under par, currently in 3rd place. That was special. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Not the result they were after there.
Second shot here on the 8th.
A par putt awaits. Nice little putt to hole, that one. And with that hole, they're in 2nd place on the leaderboard, behind Harold Varner III.
As we stride to the final hole of the outward half of Foxholm Golf Links, players will be licking their lips with this par 5, measuring just over 500 yards.
Well, this is a gift to end on. However, you've got to find the fairway really to give yourself the best opportunity. Players are not going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side, and if you hit it right of those, trees come into play. Bail out to the left, give yourself a long iron second shot into this massive green. Lots of runoff areas all around this green, but what a great opportunity to end this front 9 with possibly an eagle 3.
Well, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle. Oh, that's too bad. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Ooh, nice line. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
All right, down the hill here, got to be gentle.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Tied at the top, Rich, with the back 9 here left today.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
Second shot here at the 10th. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Is currently tied for the lead. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Here's Will Zalatoris.
Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive. This one's looking good.
Just didn't drop.
A par putt on the table.
Better than most.
And in it goes for the par.
After that hole, they're currently tied for 1st place with Harold Varner III.
Teeing off here at the 11th. Lovely effort that. Playing this one about 130 yards out.
He shares top spot.
Nicely done. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. That's frustrating. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Good stroke.
That gets the job done. Taking a look at the standings now, and they currently find themselves sharing top spot alongside HV3.
The 12th hole at Foxholm Golf Links is a strong par 3 measuring 216 off the back tees.
Luke, this is by far the scariest shot on this golf course. The runoff area to the left is severe. That golf ball will definitely run back into the hazard unless they catch a fantastic break. Players are definitely be bailing out to the right, but make sure you come up short and right because you want no part of that greenside bunker.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Oh, I don't mind this par putt.
They're nicely holed. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Well, 13th, it's unlucky for some, Rich. That's a good-looking shot there.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, Rich, this won't come as a big surprise, will it? Because there's a lot of people talking about this player. They've been performing beautifully all season, and many think they can win this event.
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Ouch, that hurts.
Just a short putt remaining here.
Currently 5 under for the round. Here we have a par 5. Taking aim from around 240 yards out here.
He's currently tied for the lead.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
This one headed left in a hurry.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Time now for the 4th shot. Going with a 3-wood here. This one needs to kick left. Time for the 5th shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Here's their 6th shot. How did that miss?
A double bogey putt in front of them.
And he finds himself in a tie for 3rd. And we've arrived at a par 3.
Hopefully that double bogey in the last isn't scarring them for life.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This is what they have left for birdie here. Yep, tracking well.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Alex Noren currently in the lead. This hole is a par 4. You're going to put your foot down. This is as good a time as any.
Nicely done.
Second shot here on the 16th. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
That's disappointing.
A bit too much club there.
This is a spot they need to get up and down from. Just 2 strokes off the lead.
A little excitement going on right now.
Ooh, that almost went down. He has this putt to save his par.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Alex Noren is atop the leaderboard with a 1-stroke lead. Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
They are trailing heading into the short par 4. Do they take it on to the layup? How much do they trust their swing right now? We'll find out.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This is a spot they'd love to get up and down from. Just 2 shots off the pace.
Nothing like a little pressure late in the day.
And this putt to move into 2nd spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it.
And only 1 hole to go in this event, Luke.
That's a good putt to make, that one.
Alex Noren is atop the leaderboard with a 2-stroke lead. Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18th. Playing from around 190 yards out.
Just 2 shots behind.
Opting for the 5-iron. That got a little out of control, I think. Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. And this putt for a final score of 68. That's disappointing. And with that putt, concludes this players' round. Well, Rich, we had high expectations for this player early, but sadly, no win in the end.
No, they just couldn't quite get their game going in the final round. Unfortunately, comes up a little bit short, but what can I say? Another solid performance.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.
UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Thank you so much, Luke. I am so happy that I have been put with these two players because they've been going back and forth at each other on social media leading up to this event. They seem to really have something to prove, a bone to pick with each other, and it'll all be settled out on the golf course today.
He's a kind fella, isn't he? He's a lovely gent, but he's a killer on the golf course. This is going to be a tough rivalry to take down.
Fair effort, that. Good birdie.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So, yes, birdie on the first. Great job.
Well, it looks like John McCarthy's stepped back ashore, kicked off his boat shoes, and is going to give us a little bit of a condition of today's course. John, what are the players facing here at Old Marina Golf Club?
Well, Luke, we're on the coast, but there's a good mix of coastal and inland holes at Old Marina Golf Club. Lots of movement in these greens. If you are an expert at reading putts, you're going to have a bit of a leg up, I think, this week. I love the fourth hole, par 5, that stretches along the ocean, has a green that's well protected by bunkers, which probably might dissuade some from going forward into the 7th hole. Similarly, a par 5 stretching down the ocean, but is much less protected around the green. And that green is enormous, by the way. So that'll definitely be green light city for the players this week. And one last hole. I really love the par 4 14th. The players are going to hit over the water to a fairway that juts out into the ocean on a peninsula. So that will provide some great entertainment this week as well. Looking forward to see what kind of creativity is on display by these players here this week at Old Marina Golf Club.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival. Going for less club here.
19 feet to the cup.
This is their look at birdie.
That's a good putt to make. That sets the great players from the good ones. Now checking in on the standings, they're currently tied for first place with Justin Thomas.
And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Sitting at 2 under. Currently tied for top spot. Going with the 5-wood. That's a shame. Just leaking left, that one. Not able to find the green in 2, but a bold play. Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more. choosing the 9-iron here. Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Wow, they certainly got out of the right side of bed today.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
Now 2 shots up after that one. It's time to begin this par 4 hole. Wonderfully played. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Well, I wouldn't mind hitting the shot, but I wouldn't fancy the walk up here. This is quite uphill.
And now over to Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
Surely it's going to.
Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
And there's always the sense of a birdie in the air when we stride onto a par 5 tee.
Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Playing from around 240 yards.
Currently leading by 2.
Opting for the 3-wood. Good play there, Rich. I like it a lot.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
A chance to move to 6 under the card with this putt.
That's a fine effort, that one. You always want to putt those ones stone dead.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. We've reached the 8th hole.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Such soft hands.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. The 9th hole here, though, at Old Marina Golf Club is a strong one, a really tough test to finish the opening 9. A par 4 stretching 466 yards.
For those who like to work the golf ball from left to right, you're going to have to take a little bit of a chance by aiming over that hazard on the left-hand side. But if you find the fairway, boy, I tell you what, that's a fantastic feeling because this hole has got so much beauty. I love the second shot, the bunkers on the front, but I love how the green runs away on the left-hand side. The design of this hole, especially the green, is absolutely amazing.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Okay, steady now. This is a bogey putt coming up.
And now over to Justin Rose.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Well, after 9, so far, so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
From around 180 yards out. Currently in the lead by a shot.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
Yeah, that was a safe play.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Trying to get to 5 under with this putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, so close. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Leading by a shot after that hole.
Next up is this par 4 hole.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards. Wow, that one was a fairway splitter.
That dog will hunt.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, he's got just over 16 feet here. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
That will drop and he will extend the lead.
And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Teeing off here on the 12th hole. Opting for the 6 iron. Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green.
And he's hit that inside the range. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
And back to the play, shall we? Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Ooh. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
Solid par putt, that. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole.
We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
That should find the cut stuff. Currently -5.
Currently in the lead.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. No green in reg, but a chance to save their par. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Hey, nice looking line. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Currently 5 under for the day. Let's begin the 14th. And this shot from about 150 yards out.
He's got a 2-stroke buffer.
And wow, what an approach. That was a golf shot. Justin Rose may be feeling a bit of pressure in this rivalry after that performance.
Ah, the dreaded pull. Always disappointing on the greens.
7 feet to the cup. That's pretty tidy. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
Time to hit a good one here at the 15th. This would be a great up and down from this spot. How close was that to going down? Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Leading by a couple after that hole.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Well, by my estimation, they're looking at 110 here.
7 feet to the cup. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will move him to 6 under par. And now over to Justin Rose.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Well, Rich, don't know about you, but my eyes are wide open standing here on the 17th tee of Old Marina Golf Club.
Every player is going to be salivating to get here. This could be the easiest hole by a long shot on this golf course. The fairway, massive, most generous fairway out here. Second shot, a little bit uphill, but let's face it, just 506 yards, slightly uphill. I promise you, every player in this field is thinking eagle and nothing but.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
He's currently sitting in first place. What a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. This shot from around the 200-yard marker. Currently leading by 3.
This one headed left.
Wow, what happened there? Ooh, wouldn't it be nice to chip this in and win the tournament? Wow, that almost went in the hole. A chance to chip in here for all the glory. Didn't that look good for a long time? It's all come down to this. Make this putt and win the event. That's tracking. Well, there you have it. What a wonderful victory, Rich.
3 on the season so far. This player's absolutely dominating right now. Great stuff.
Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot. And Rich, they only had a narrow margin the entire back 9, but they were able to pull out the win. That's very gutsy, isn't it?
Luke, impressive win all around. I got to say, a gutsy performance at the end of the tournament. Final 9 holes. Job well done.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be following this featured group as there are rumours of quite a rivalry kicking off between these two players.
And so this week, Henny, they're vying to beat Tony Finau. This should inspire some brilliant play.
Oh, Tony Finau will not be letting up this week, Luke. But he's such a nice guy, you almost don't want to beat him. I mean, it's tough, but you must. I don't think you're going to outdrive him, that's for sure. But iron play, well, maybe you can get him there. You have to putt well, though.
Tony Finau might be a big cuddly teddy bear, but when it comes to playing on a golf course, he's going to try and strangle you to death. Good luck trying to beat Tony Finau. There is literally no weakness in this man's game. Now he knows how to win.
He's currently tied for third. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently in third place.
Okay, let's get back to the action. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Get excited. This could go in. Beautiful shot. And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long. Looking better.
Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Currently a couple under for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently in fourth place.
Let's return to live play now. And here we are with their fourth.
He leads the field by a stroke.
9 feet to the cup.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
And here we are with the third shot.
Currently tied for the lead.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
This putt to try and save their par.
It was on a good line.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
And that ensures that he's back to even par now. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in two. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Oh, just missed. No, that's a punish. Nothing worse than putting it off for green.
Playing their 4th shot. He's 2 shots back. I think he's pulled this one. Putting for a par now.
Now that'll hurt. 3 putting in for par.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. So no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. And now you just got to pray for a good line, because that one's heading towards the sand. Golf became a power game, and there's few players out on tour that have more prodigious power than Tony Finau. If he really wants to go full tilt, Rich, it feels like everyone's playing for second.
He is a dynamic player that has the ability to make birdies in bunches. The ball striking, I think, is always going to be brilliant. Watching him when he was on the Korn Ferry Tour, graduated to the PGA Tour, and just keep watching the steady progression. Each and every week, he just seems to get a little bit better, and the confidence level is over the moon with this kid. And to bundle it all up, Luke, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. You want to root for a Tony Finau. He is such a likable, lovable guy, I believe, that you can't help but root for him. And the wins that he didn't get are just heartbreaking, and we felt the pain alongside with him. I love watching this guy play. I root for him every single week.
This is looking pretty good in the air.
Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
That was a gallant attempt. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This for par.
Putt is underway.
Well hold. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. The par 5 9th is a monster, over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, time to return to the action. After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
The dreaded shove always hurts on the greens. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here.
Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Looks like this one's bunker bound. Never easy playing out of those fairway bunkers. That's not going to find the fairway. Getting ready to play their third.
Currently in the lead by a shot. Putting for a par here.
Ooh, right by the hole. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Appears to have overcooked this one.
This putt is for double bogey. And there may be some cracks starting to appear in this player's foundation. They've just dropped a double bogey.
There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
Well, that'll help you move up the leaderboard. Why not take another look at that effort?
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
And that'll move him to even par for the tournament. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Time now for the 4th shot. Only 1 shot off the pace. The old-fashioned hammer hands. That'll ruin any putter's stats.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Well, at least it wasn't a double.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Just 2 shots back after that hole. All right, Rich, the par 5 13th, so much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a 3rd shot that's absolutely blind. This 3rd shot could be one of the most difficult 3rd shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
And this putt coming up for his par. And there it is. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff.
And he's down there.
Yeah, this breeze just starting to get up now on the course, and it's directly into the face.
Yep, that shot safely on the green. This putt is for a share of 2nd.
And a big moment for this player with just 4 holes left.
This is, oh yeah.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. And it's time to recap that play.
What an amazing putt from way out.
So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par fours. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Well, Rich, that's on the surface, but it's in three-putt territory. It's so far away.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Might need to get the feel back on the putting green.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? At 1 over par now, heading to the stretch. A chance to lift.
And just a few holes remaining. Let's see what they can produce.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if you can bounce back. 16th, the last of the par threes on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult two-putt to say the least.
This is a good chance. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And with that now, back to level par. The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Let's get back to it, shall we? A 7-footer right here.
Little birdie look in here.
I like the look of this. Well, that'll play, and that will take him to 1 under. And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
Nice out the rough here.
And now this, to win the Farmers Insurance Open. Well, there you have it. There's your Farmers Insurance Open champion, and a great performance on a really tough track.
What a victory on this South golf course. This player winning the Farmers Insurance Open, surviving the South.
And Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Oh, listen, It's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win. They just make me look smart. That's about it.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich P, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.